Okay, so we're just going to go over sort of the way that your exam is structured so that you understand how things are going in terms of like the different submissions. So the actual drawing itself, the actual final drawing is worth 200 points. But leading up to that final drawing, you have a few submissions you have to make for different components of the drawing that are also graded. So the total number of points for this drawing is quite large. You have to be really conscious with this assignment that I'm giving you multiple weeks to do it, which means I'm expecting a lot. Probably what I will do based on the way that the volunteer class has been going, which is, it's a very small group that's attending the volunteer class, whereas in the past I've had larger groups, which is no problem. But I want to try to figure out how to like get a chance to like speak with you all before you turn this thing in. And so I will set up a sign-up sheet on the day which the school has what is called Student Success Day. And that's going to be during the final exam week. And I just have to check. It's probably the Monday of that week. But on that day, you will have a chance to like talk with me before you turn in your final exam. And I'll give you the bulk of the feedback that I would provide during a critique. And then when I actually grade your final exam, then it will be based on the growth between that meeting and the submission. Even if it's just a couple of days, for me, that means that you still had a chance to put another 5 hours in or something. And I know that's just me being an idealist, but that, every professor has demands, and my demands are, as you know, can be quite substantial in terms of time and effort. But I'm seeing so much growth in your drawings. It's so great. And it's really, really exciting. And that growth has to come from work. And so, I'm really excited. I really want you all to keep going. And with this project, I really want you to rise to the challenge of the work. Hard sometimes, but it's all doable for everybody involved. If you utilize me to help you, the size of this drawing won't matter, and the fact that the self-portrait won't matter if you let me help you. Okay? So what I mean by that is email me for office visits, reach out to me, send me pictures, ask for advice, ask me for help. I will provide that. And if you don't hear back from me with the first try, send me another message like, hey, Vaughn, I sent you a message. Can you respond to that message for me? Sometimes I miss things, but just take that initiative to make contact with me. And I promise you that your drawing will come out better. So you've got multiple different things you have to enter for the drawing in terms of the different components. The first is the submission of the photograph. That's the photograph you're going to be working from. Then you have the studies from life. Then you have the first progress. That's going to be the work that you've done so far on the 4 sheets of paper taped together. Then you're going to have the second progress. And then you have the final submission. So the way I want you to think about this is if this was any other class and your professor gave you the final exam early and was like, you can bring this back to me multiple times and I will look at it. That's how I want you to think about it. And I talk like that sometimes because, the number of students who've had art classes before at a college level in a drawing one class is really low. Not many of you have had college level art classes yet. But that's kind of what I'm trying to present this idea to you that this is hard work. This is a difficult subject. This is a very time-consuming subject, and it's no different from any other subject taught at the college. And so, like, when I say like treat the class like any other class, I'm kind of speaking to the idea that you probably haven't had other art classes at the college level.